Fixing economic resource allocation, how Bitcoin and AI enable a self-regulating economy. Introduction. Economic resource allocation has long been a fundamental challenge for societies. Two dominant systems, command economies and fractional reserve banking, have attempted to address this issue, yet both suffer from inefficiencies. Command economies struggle with centralized bottlenecks and bureaucratic mismanagement, while fractional reserve banking introduces inflationary distortions and wealth concentration. With the advent of Bitcoin and AI, a new paradigm is emerging, a self-regulating economic system that leverages decentralized digital money and intelligent, real-time resource allocation. Bitcoin fixes inefficiencies in financial transactions and settlement, while AI fixes inefficiencies in economic resource allocation and productivity. Together, they form a system that minimizes inflationary pressure, optimizes capital flows, and removes centralized control over economic coordination. 2. The core problem: inefficient resource allocation. For an economy to function optimally, capital and resources must flow to where they are most needed. However, existing economic models fail at this fundamental task. Command economies. Centralized planning fails due to a lack of real-time information, leading to shortages, surpluses, and systemic inefficiencies. Fractional reserve banking. The reliance on credit expansion distorts the natural flow of capital, causing inflation, asset bubbles, and economic crashes. Wealth concentration. Those closest to the money supply, banks, corporations, benefit at the expense of the broader economy. Slow capital movement. Traditional financial settlement is slow, requiring artificial credit layers to sustain trade and investment cycles. Bitcoin, the solution to financial settlement inefficiencies. Historically, economies relied on gold as the base monetary layer, but as trade accelerated with new communication technologies, gold settlement became too slow. This led to the creation of credit-based systems where banks issued debt in place of actual money, creating a detached monetary layer that fueled systemic risk. Bitcoin solves this by merging the settlement and communication layers into one. Unlike gold, Bitcoin moves at the speed of the internet, providing final, permissionless, and decentralized settlement. Key improvements include instant global settlement. Transactions are verified and final without reliance on financial intermediaries. Trustless and immutable. Bitcoin transactions cannot be reversed or censored, reducing fraud and manipulation. Non-inflationary design. Unlike fiat currencies, Bitcoin's fixed supply prevents arbitrary monetary expansion. By eliminating the inefficiencies of credit-based systems, Bitcoin restores sound money principles, ensuring economic stability without reliance on artificial liquidity creation. IVAI, the solution to real-time resource optimization. If Bitcoin optimizes financial transactions, AI optimizes how capital and resources are allocated within an economy. Drawing inspiration from biomimicry, we see that the human body is an efficient system for resource allocation. It does not rely on a central authority to dictate blood flow. Instead, real-time feedback loops ensure oxygen, nutrients, and hormones reach where they are needed. AI can perform a similar function in an economic system by processing real-time economic signals, supply, demand, productivity, at speeds human planners cannot match. Optimizing capital and resource allocation dynamically without requiring artificial interest rates or monetary intervention. Reducing waste and inefficiencies by identifying bottlenecks and redistributing resources instantly. This eliminates the reliance on slow-moving central banks or manipulated financial markets. Instead, economic activity is regulated by real-time data, not arbitrary policies. This content is brought to you by Bobby Giggs. Promote your brand here and reach a wide audience across platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Follow the links in the description to get started. Decentralization, the key to preventing economic capture. One major risk of an AI-driven economy is centralization. If controlled by governments or corporations, AI could become a tool for economic authoritarianism. To prevent this, AI systems must be built like Bitcoin, decentralized, open source, and trustless. Decentralized nodes. Just like Bitcoin's distributed network of miners and nodes, AI decision-making must be spread across multiple independent entities to prevent capture. Transparent and auditable. AI algorithms should be open source and community governed to ensure fair operation. Incentive-aligned governance. AI should be maintained through decentralized mechanisms, DAOs, crypto-based incentives, rather than corporate control. Promising decentralized AI projects, such as SingularityNet, AGIX, Fetch.fet, and Bitensor, TO, are already working toward this vision. The goal is to ensure AI remains a public utility, not a tool for financial or political elites. The convergence of Bitcoin and AI, a new economic model. By integrating Bitcoin's financial efficiency with AI's economic intelligence, we can create a self-regulating economy that eliminates the need for central banks by dynamically allocating capital without artificial liquidity creation, removes inefficiencies in investment and production by ensuring resources flow to the most productive areas in real time, prevents economic manipulation by operating transparently and autonomously outside the control of any single entity. This model mirrors biological efficiency, where decision-making is distributed and self-correcting rather than top-down and bureaucratic. Challenges and open questions. While the integration of Bitcoin and AI offers a compelling vision for the future, key challenges remain. How do we transition from the current system without major economic disruptions? What governance models ensure AI remains decentralized and resistant to corruption? How do we scale AI-driven decision-making across global economies? Conclusion. The failures of command economies and fractional reserve banking reveal the need for a new economic model, one that does not rely on centralized control or artificial credit creation. Bitcoin provides the monetary foundation, and AI provides the intelligence for real-time economic coordination. By decentralizing both money and economic decision-making, we can create a self-regulating, efficient, and corruption-resistant economy, one that mirrors the natural efficiency of biological systems while ensuring fairness, transparency, and sustainability. The path forward requires collaboration between the cryptocurrency community, AI researchers, and decentralized governance advocates. If done right, this could mark the beginning of a new economic era, one where resources flow freely, efficiently, and without centralized interference.